that is current assets minus the current liabilities. So what things we include in current asset, you need to understand. See, the first format which is given to you, in a very first format, there is a format, working capital का format है आप लोगों के पास. Just have the PDF which is being shared by sir so that I can explain it properly. Okay. Have the PDF in front of you. See, the first thing that is written under the subheading of current assets, it's stock in trade. Always remember, stock in trade means three types of stock: raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके
यस मैम.
तीन चीजें हमें इंक्लूड करना है: रॉ मटेरियल, वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, फिनिश गुड्स. ये तीनों के तीनों स्टॉक इन ट्रेड के हेडिंग के अंडर आते हैं, और यू कैन स्टे स्टॉक के हेडिंग के अंडर आते हैं. ओके, देन वी विल हैव अनदर हेडिंग दैट इज डेटर्स. ओके, हैव यू read what is debtor and what is creditor, all of you?
यस मैम.
Okay, so any one of you can tell me what is debtor and what is creditor? Simple language, I don't need any definition. Just simple language, in a layman language, you need to tell me debtor कौन है.
That owns money to another party.
But that is वो तो creditor भी किसी को तो वो करता होगा. अच्छा, वो फिर creditor कौन है?
Whom money is due.
हाँ?
Whose money is due.
नहीं. Okay, anyone else? What is debtor and what is creditor?
मैम, जिनसे पैसा लेना है वो डेब्टर, और जिनको देना है वो क्रेडिटर.
Yes, exactly. So suppose you have purchased raw material from the this, you can say you have purchased the raw material on credit. So the person will be debtor for you or he will be creditor for you? Tell me Ajay. आपने सब raw material purchase किया बेटा credit पे. Is he your creditor or he is your debtor?
फिर से एक बार बताएं मैम.
देखो, आपकी एक फैक्ट्री थी, आपने रॉ मटेरियल परचेज किया क्रेडिट पे, ठीक है? तो जिसने आपको रॉ मटेरियल क्रेडिट पे दिया, इज ही योर क्रेडिटर और ही इज योर डेटर?
रॉ मटेरियल क्रेडिट पे दिया.
हाँ, आपको क्रेडिट पे दिया, सो ही इज योर
डेब्टर.
हाँ, क्या बेटा?
डेब्टर.
क्या है? डेटर?
यस मैम.
नो मैम, इट विल बी क्रेडिटर.
फिर से सोचो. प्रतीक्षा, यू टेल मी.
नहीं मैम, क्रेडिटर.
यस. अगर कभी भी कंफ्यूजन हो, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस वर्किंग कैपिटल फॉर्मेट. अभी देखो, करंट एसेट के हेडिंग के अंदर आया आपका डेटर, ठीक है ना? करंट एसेट के हेडिंग के अंदर आया डेटर. दैट मीन वो आपकी एसेट है. एसेट कैसे होगी? बिकॉज आपने वो जो पैसा है, डेटर्स का जो पैसा है, वो आपका एसेट बन गया. दैट मीन्स ही ओज यू मनी. क्लियर? सो डेटर इज द वन हु ओज यू द मनी. ओके.
यस मैम.
Creditor is the one to whom you owe the money. Then current asset की हेडिंग के अंडर एक बेटा मैंने कल भी आपको बताया था, कोई भी एक्सपेंस है, ठीक है, अगर तो वो प्रीपेड है, so it will come under the heading of current asset. So you can see the third subheading, that is the prepaid expenses. ठीक है, जो पहले से ही आपने पे कर दिए तो वो आपके क्या होंगे? प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस क्या होंगे? आपके एसेट्स ही होंगे ना. Then the fourth heading that is there is the cash and the bank balance. Okay, whichever cash is with you. अगर हम इन सबको ऐड करेंगे, that will give us the total of our current asset. Done? इतना समझ में आया? Now
Yes, ma'am.
we will move to the current liabilities. Now what is a current liabilities? Current liabilities basically include creditors or the expenses. ठीक है, वो हमने current liability में ले लिया. Now we will calculate the net working capital. So the net working capital will be current asset minus the current liabilities. Okay? अभी इतना फॉर्मेट समझ के लो. अभी हम फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन करेंगे. Now any one of you will take the initiative and dictate the question to me. Okay, जब मैं आपसे जो पूछूंगी. So just a second. Fine. Now, as I told you, like the first figure that will be there in the question, if you can see, the board of director XYZ Engineering Company requests you to prepare a statement showing the working capital. So what is the number of units? Number of unit is 1,56,000 units for production. Okay. अभी आपको रॉ मटेरियल दिया है, लेबर दिया है, ओवरहेड दिया है. नाउ लुक इनटू द वर्किंग नोट्स. जो आपको बी पार्ट में नोट्स दिए हैं उसमें क्या लिखा है? रॉ मटेरियल आर इन स्टॉक ऑन एन एवरेज 1 month. ओके, दे आर ऑन एन एवरेज कितना टाइम के लिए रहते हैं रॉ मटेरियल आपके स्टॉक में? 1 month के लिए. नाउ हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट इज अंडर द हेडिंग ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल.
We are unable to see.
यू आर नॉट एबल टू सी.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Just a second. I have shared the whiteboard with you. Just a second. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, the white board is visible. I thought you are, reading from the PDF.
No, I told you the PDF is already being shared with you people. So I'll be
Yeah,
dictating the working note.
Yeah. No, we were actually, we were able to see only this whiteboard. I thought you are sharing or reading from the PDF
No,
and
no, no.
sharing also. Yeah.
No, I'm just reading the question so that I can tell you like how the calculation is being done. Okay, now should I proceed? So the first
Yes,
thing
ma'am.
that will be there is the raw material. Okay, now tell me like raw material. If you can see raw material के आगे कितना price लिखा हुआ है? 90 rupees.
Yes, 90 rupees.
Okay, so how many units are there? Units कितने हैं?
1.
1 unit.
1,56,000. Okay. Now in the working note, it is written raw material are in stock on an average 1 month. एक महीने के लिए. But ये production आपको कितने time के लिए दी है? पूरे year की. So now what you will do is multiply it by 1 because raw material कितने time के लिए है? 1 month. Okay. Now divide it by 12. That is
12.
total number of months. It will give you the raw material. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next thing that is there is you required to calculate the work in progress. See the second note that is written, material are in process 50% complete on an average 2 weeks. इसमें दो चीजें दी हैं. कितना? एक तो कितना उसने बताया कि वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में कितना है? 50% मटेरियल. सेकंड, एवरेज कितना दिया है? 2 weeks. See, whenever in a question it is given month, तो हम month wise divided by 12 करते हैं. But whenever weeks are given, always look into the footnote. अभी footnote में आप क्या देखोगे? That the production is carried out evenly through the years and a time period of 4 weeks is equal to 1 month. 4 weeks is equal to 1 month. तो 12 months में कितने week हुए?
48.
Clear? 12 months, 1 month में 4 weeks हमने पकड़े तो कितने total weeks हुए हमारे? 48 weeks. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me tell you how we are going to calculate work in progress. Always remember, in work in progress, we are going to include material, labor and overhead. ठीक है, ये तीनों चीजों को हम ऐड करते हैं वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में. अगर ओवरहेड दिया है तब भी, और कुछ और नाम से जैसे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्सपेंसेस लिया है, दैट इज आल्सो योर ओवरहेड, दैट इज इनकर्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रोडक्शन, तो वो भी इसमें ऐड करना है. नाउ फर्स्ट वी विल कैलकुलेट द मटेरियल. मटेरियल क्या दिया है आपको? रॉ मटेरियल का क्या कॉस्ट है?
90.
Number of unit is 1,56,000. Okay, and material are in process for 50% complete. Okay, I'll tell you, either you can divide it by 50 right now, अभी इसका half कर लो, और आप तीनों चीजों को बनाओ, तीनों चीजों को कैलकुलेट कर लो, दैट इज मटेरियल, डायरेक्ट लेबर एंड ओवरहेड, तीनों को ऐड करके वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का टोटल निकाल लो और उसका 50% कर दो। इतना समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, अभी हमने क्या किया, 90 into 1,50,000। अभी क्या है, मटेरियल कितने टाइम हमने कितने वीक्स के लिए रखा है अपने पास? अजय टेल मी। वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस यू हैव होल्ड इट फॉर हाउ मच टाइम? 2 वीक्स दिया
2
है
weeks.
या नहीं? डिवाइडेड बाय 48। इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this will come your material. Now same way you have to calculate for the direct labor. See what is for the direct labor? Cost is 40, number of unit is 1,56,000. Now they are hold for 2 weeks, that is 2 divided by 48. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then comes to the overhead. Same way, 75 into 1,56,000 into 2 divided by 48. Okay. अब आपने क्या करना है, उसने क्या बोला है, मटेरियल आर इन प्रोसेस 50% कंप्लीट। ओके, तो आप क्या करने वाले हो, इसका जो आएगा आंसर, इसका जो आंसर आएगा, इसका जो आंसर आएगा, ओके, इन तीनों का जो सम आएगा, दैट इज मटेरियल प्लस लेबर प्लस ओवरहेड, जितना भी आएगा, देन सपोज इस क्वेश्चन में कितना दिया है, 13,52,500। okay, now you will 50% is complete, तो क्या करोगे, इसका 50% निकालोगे। समझ में आ गया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this will be your work in progress. अभी यहां तक समझ में आया है सबको? अभी मैं आपको आगे बताती हूँ। Now look into the note, other note. Finished goods are in stock on an average 1 month. अब ये मंथ में दिया है, तो मंथ में हम क्या करते हैं, 12 मंथ्स, टोटल कितना लेते हैं, 12। अगर वीक्स उसने आपको इक्वलेंट 4 के दिया है तो हम 48 लेंगे। अब इसमें हमने क्या लेना है, मंथ। अभी फिनिश गुड्स में भी सेम ही रहता है, यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट रॉ मटेरियल, यू हैव टू ऐड द डायरेक्ट लेबर एंड यू हैव टू ऐड द ओवरहेड। ओके, अभी क्या दिया है उसने आपको, सेम वे मटेरियल कितना है आपका। See, in this question, what they have done is they have included total cost. आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हो, बट आप प्रॉपर नोट्स के साथ भी चल सकते हो, जैसे आपने वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में किया। तो फिनिश गुड्स कैसे आएंगे आपके, मटेरियल। नाउ टेल मी हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट मटेरियल, दैट इज 90 multiply 1,56,000. Okay, now it is hold for 1 month, that is 1 by 12. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now same way you will calculate for the direct labor. Now direct labor cost is 40 into 1,56,000 into 1 by 12. Then overhead will be like 75 into 1,56,000 into 1 by 12. Clear? Now we have got current asset के 3 हेडिंग हमारे पास आए, 3 का टोटल आ गया। रॉ मटेरियल मैंने कैलकुलेशन बता दिया, वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस बता दिया, फिनिश गुड्स बता दिया। क्लियर? नाउ वी विल मूव ऑन टू द डेटर्स। सी डेटर्स आर ऑलवेज एंड ऑलवेज कैलकुलेटेड एट द कॉस्ट प्राइस, अनटिल और अनलेस आपको उस पे कैलकुलेट करना हो, दैट इज यू कैन से at sale price. Okay, but we don't include it. Now if you can look into the note, what is it given, 20% of the output is sold against cash. That means कितना है, 20% आपका कैश में आप सेल कर रहे हो, तो बाकी क्या हो गए, आपके डेटर्स हो गए या नहीं हो गए, हुए या नहीं हुए?
Yes, ma'am. हो गए।
मुझे लगता है सिर्फ 2 ही बच्चे क्लास में है, बाकी सब चले गए वीडियो ऑन करके। Anyhow, see debtors, how you are going to calculate. Now How much sale is there? 1,56,000. Now it is written that 20% of the output is sold against cash. That means वो तो पैसा आपको cash में आ गया, बाकी क्या है वो आपका, वो debtors बन गए. Now calculate that 20%. What is it? It will come around. If any one of you can just calculate. This will be your total for the
31,200.
okay. अब आप क्या करोगे, डेटर्स कैसे कैलकुलेट करोगे? 1,56,000 माइनस 31,200. अभी समझ में आया ये फिगर डेटर्स की कैसे आई है? 1,24,800. Okay. Now we will see that we had included total cost. जो total cost है उसके साथ उसको multiply करोगे. Then it is written that the debtors are being, time in payment for debtor is 2 months. After 2 months they'll pay. So how you are going to do is 1,24,800 into 2 by 12. Now what they have given, total cost. Now you include total cost. Always cost of, अगर तो आपको ऐसा दिया है तो आप total cost लोगे, otherwise cost of goods sold. Okay. Now what is it? 205. This will give you your debtors. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
And now it is very clearly written that cash in hand and bank is expected at 60,000. Okay, so cash in hand will be 60,000. By adding all these items, you will be able to get the current assets. Is okay. Now I'll move further. Like what is the current liabilities? अभी हम current liabilities की heading के अंदर जाते हैं. Now see into the current liabilities. First thing that will be there is the creditors. If you can look into the note, credit allowed by supplier is 1 month. Okay, credit कितना allow किया है? 1 month का. So now how you are going to calculate the creditor? Number of unit is 1,56,000. That is your total quantity that you are going to sell. Now it is credit allowed is 1 month. That is 1 by 12. Okay. And now what is the price? Creditor किसके होंगे? Raw material के होंगे या नहीं होंगे? आपने raw material या उसने आपको दिया, so that will be your creditor. So that is why raw material price will be multiplied by it. Is it clear? That is 90 rupees. Okay. So this will be your creditors. That is 90 rupees is your raw material divided by 1 by 12. Any yes, any no?
Yes.
Will you please repeat it, ma'am?
Okay, fine. See, अभी आपने क्रेडिटर्स देखने हैं. क्रेडिटर्स कौन होंगे? जो आपके सप्लायर है. सप्लाई आपको क्या करेंगे? वो क्वेश्चन में देखो, सिर्फ रॉ मटेरियल ही सप्लाई करेंगे ना बेटा वो आपको. ठीक है, तो
Yes,
आप क्या
ma'am.
करोगे? वो जो रॉ मटेरियल की प्राइस है 90 रुपीज, हमने वो यहाँ पे ली क्रेडिटर्स में. ठीक है, कितने यूनिट्स बने थे? 1,56,000. ठीक है, टोटल पे ही बनेंगे ना, रॉ मटेरियल टोटल पे आएगा. नाउ इट इज रिटर्न दैट क्रेडिट इज अलाउड बाय सप्लायर फॉर 1 month. दैट इज 1 by 12. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you can see in the question, there is a time lag in a payment of wages. How much time in the payment of wages is 1.5
Half week.
Yeah. Now, how we are going to do that for wages? How much amount for wages is given? Wages का amount किस पे calculate करोगे? Direct labor जो है वो wages ही है ना बेटा आपके? So,
Yes, ma'am.
1,56,000 is your total units. Multiply it by direct labor. Now 1.5 weeks. That means divided by 48.
48.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the last thing that is there is a lag in the payment of overheads, that is 1 month. Now overheads is equal to, overheads कितने हैं आपके 75 multiply 1,56,000. Okay, so how much lag is there? 1 month, that is 1/12. I hope everything is clear now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Any one of you, if you face any problem, ask me. I'll repeat the whole question again. किसी को कुछ समझ में नहीं आया? Tell me. I'll repeat the whole question once again for you. But I want, this is a very, very simple question that will be there in your exam. So you need to know, सिर्फ और सिर्फ इसमें आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कौन सा किस हेडिंग के अंडर आएगा. मंथ्स एंड डेट्स का ध्यान रखना है. अगर वीक्स में दिया है तो 48 है, मंथ्स में दिया है तो 12 से करना है. सेकेंडली, कौन सी चीजें कहाँ पे इंक्लूड करनी है. इफ यू वांट आई कैन रिपीट द क्वेश्चन. ऑल ऑफ यू हैव द क्वेश्चन विद यू?
मैम,
Yes, ma'am.
या
और लैग इन पेमेंट ऑफ ओवरहेड के एडजस्टमेंट फिर से एक बार बताओ ना.
ठीक है, मैं ऐसे करती हूँ, मैं पूरा क्वेश्चन एक बार रिपीट करती हूँ, सबको क्लियर होगा. चले, ठीक है, मैं एक बार सारा क्वेश्चन रिपीट करती हूँ, आपको समझ में आएगा. आई जो ज्यादा वर्किंग नोट जिसमें थे वो मैं इंक्लूड करके आपको दोबारा एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ. Okay, see the raw material. First thing that we are going to calculate is the raw material. Now tell me how we are going to calculate the raw material. That is 90 multiply by 1,56,000 because this is the total number of unit. And in raw material, you will see there is an average 1 month. So that is 1/12. Done. Now I'll move to the work in progress. Work in progress is raw material, labor, and overhead. Now raw material is 90 into 1,56,000. Now raw material are on an average 2 weeks. They are in progress for 2 weeks. So that means 2/48. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then come the direct labor. Direct labor come like 40 into 1,56,000 into 2/48. Then the last will be overhead. Overhead will be like 75 into 1,56,000 into 2/48. Okay. Now we will add all these things, that is labor, overhead plus material under the heading of work in progress. So that total is divided by 50% because work in progress is 50%, material that is in process is 50% complete. Okay. Now same way for the finished goods, what we say is, हम ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं, total cost कितना दिया है 205 दिया है ना आपको क्वेश्चन में. लेबर, मटेरियल, ओवरहेड, that is 205. Now 1,56,000 is the total number of units. Now it is for one month average, that is 1/12. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming on to the next, that is the debtors. That debtor part is also important. Okay. How you are going to calculate the debtors? डेटर्स का सबसे पहले आपने देखा कितने यूनिट्स हैं 1,56,000. 20% ऑफ द आउटपुट इज सोल्ड अगेंस्ट कैश. जब जो पैसा आपके पास आ गया वो तो आपके डेटर्स नहीं हुए ना बेटा, वो तो ऑलरेडी कैश आ गया. जो रह गया वही आपके डेटर्स बने ना. तो अब आप क्या करोगे, 1,56,000 का 20% कैलकुलेट करोगे, जो आएगा उसको 1,56,000 में से आप लेस करोगे, ये फिगर आती है 1,24,800. Now what is it given? That there is a lag in payment from debtors 2 months, that is 2/12. Okay. Now it will also be on the basis of total cost. ठीक है ना, total cost तो आपको incur करनी ही पड़ी ना मटेरियल बनाने के लिए. So that will be 205. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
कैश तो दिया ही है, उसमें कुछ कैलकुलेशन नहीं है. नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू द क्रेडिट लाइबिलिटी. सो द क्रेडिटर्स फॉर 1 month हियर मींस क्रेडिटर्स कौन से होंगे आपके यहाँ पे? क्रेडिटर्स विल बी योर total number of units into raw material, and that is for 1/12. That is because for 1 month. Now for wages, what is given? कितना लैग है वेजेस में? फर्स्ट डायरेक्ट लेबर है, वो आपका वेजेस हो गया. कितना लैग है बेटा? 1.5 है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
That is weeks. Okay. Now come the overhead. अभी देखो बेटा, आपको ओवरहेड समझ नहीं आया था, मैं रिपीट करती हूँ. ओवरहेड्स का कैसे है? Now you can see the number of unit, that is 1,56,000 into कितना है आपका? ओवरहेड्स कितने हैं? 75.
Yes, ma'am.
75. Okay. Now, if you can see in the question, there is written that there is lag in the payment of overhead 1 month. That is 1/12. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, should I proceed with the second question now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Rest of you can at least say yes or no. Or you are on a vacation? No, yes, no, no. Starting with the second question, it's for the ABC Cements Limited sell its products on a gross profit of 20% on sales. So a profit is given 20% on sales. Okay, now see the difference between these two questions. Now the following information is expected. First, what we have, we start always our question with the stock, that is the raw material. Okay, अभी हम raw material calculate करेंगे. Raw material के लिए उसमें आपको क्या दिया है? Raw material is given 12 lakh. Okay. Now what is it given over there? That company enjoy 1 month credit from the supplier of raw material. So how much credit is there is the 1 month, and company maintains a 2 month stock of raw material. कितने months का raw material का stock है उसके पास? 2 months. So how much is the holding period for raw material? First, रॉ मटेरियल के सामने ये फिगर दिख रही है, कितने मंथ्स के लिए वो होल्ड कर रहा है? दैट इज फॉर 2 months.
2 months.
Okay, so this will be your figure for the raw material. Clear? Now see, in this question work in progress is not given. Okay, now what is given? Half month stock of finished goods. Finished goods का स्टॉक कितना है? हाफ मंथ के लिए. Okay, 1.5 months, sorry, I read wrong. 1.5 months stock of finished goods. Now what will include in the finished goods? Finished goods में क्या क्या आने वाला है आपका? Finished goods में क्या क्या आएगा बेटा?
Raw material, wages.
हाँ, देखो दो तरीके हैं. अगर आप पिछला क्वेश्चन देखोगे उसमें आपको ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट नहीं दिया था. ठीक है, इस क्वेश्चन में अगर आप देखोगे आपको क्या दिया हुआ है? ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल्स. दैट मीन्स सेल्स में से जब हम कभी भी अगर हम सेल्स में से प्रॉफिट माइनस कर देंगे तो क्या आएगा? कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड आ जाएगा.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, finished goods are always calculated on that thing only. So in this question you can see gross profit is given 20% on sales. So how much is the sales? 40 lakh. Okay, now the profit is 20%. Deduct this amount, that is around 8 lakh. Deduct this amount from 40 lakh. You will get the cost of production, that is 32 lakh. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, अभी हम इसके ऊपर फिनिश गुड्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे. नाउ हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट फिनिश गुड्स? 32 lakh. Now what else is there? See, how much is the holding period? That is 1.5. 1.5 month बोला है ना, तो कितना आ गया? 1.5 divided by 12. This will give you the finished goods. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
After
Yes, ma'am.
finished goods, what we have to do? We have to calculate the debtors. So what is given for the debtors?
मैम ऊपर 32 लाख है ना?
हाँ, वो जो 32 lakhs है वो क्या है? वो हमारा कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स है, तो हम उसी पे कैलकुलेट करेंगे. नाउ ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर दैट इन आवर प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन आल्सो वी हैव टू ऐड द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एक्सपेंसेस. जब हमने पीछे किया था डेटर्स कैलकुलेट किया था, तो आपने देखा था ना, हमने एक्सपेंसेस ऐड किए थे सारे. 205 हमने लिया था ना टोटल कॉस्ट. ठीक है, अभी इसमें हमारा टोटल कॉस्ट कितना है? That is our administration expenses. We need to include the administration expenses. जब भी आप ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट से कैलकुलेट करोगे तो आपको कैसे कैलकुलेट करना है? कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड प्लस expenses. So expenses here means administration and selling expenses. Look and note at this. Sales promotion expenses. ये सेल्स एक्सपेंसेस नहीं है बेटा, सेल्स प्रमोशन एक्सपेंसेस है जो सेल्स होने के बाद होते हैं, इसीलिए हमने इनको डेटर में इंक्लूड नहीं किया है. बट व्हेनेवर इट इज गिवन दैट दिस इज योर सेल्स एक्सपेंसेस, अगर सिंपल लिखा होता ना सेल एक्सपेंसेस तो हम इसको इंक्लूड करते. समझ में आया? अगर सेलिंग एक्सपेंसेस लिखा होता तो बेटा हम इंक्लूड करते. सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड व्हेन इट इज रिटन सेलिंग एक्सपेंसेस और सेल्स प्रमोशनल एक्सपेंसेस. सेल्स प्रमोशनल एक्सपेंसेस तब होते हैं आपने सेल कर दिया, उसके बाद जो प्रमोशन पे एक्टिविटी पे होते हैं वो नहीं आते इसमें. ठीक है, तो अभी हम क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे इसमें? अभी हम क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे इसमें? अभी हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड, जो आप पहले कैलकुलेट कर चुके हो, दैट इज 32 लाख. Okay, plus your administration expenses, that is 4,80,000. Okay, so the total will be your debtors figure. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now debtors are being there for in the
Yes, ma'am.
company for how much time? Yeah, sales are there for a 3-month credit. तो वो 3 months के लिए क्रेडिट पे है, तो वो ऑब्वियसली वो आपके क्या बनेंगे? डेटर्स बनेंगे.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it will be
Yes,
3
ma'am.
by 12. This will be your figure for the debtors. Now the next, if you can read over there, I told you very clearly in the working capital pro forma also that whenever a thing is prepaid, it becomes a part of your asset. Okay. Now what you have prepaid? Prepaid expenses दिख रहे हैं ना आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
So how much prepaid sales expenses are there? 2 lakh का उसने क्या बोला? हाफ ईयर इन एडवांस. तो उसने क्या किया? 2 lakh का हाफ वो पे कर चुका है, दैट इज अराउंड 1 lakh. So this will come under the heading of the prepaid sales expenses. Okay, half year in advance, that means 2 lakh into 6 by 12, that will come around 1 lakh. Okay, this is your prepaid expenses. Now you can see there is one thing written over there that the cash balance is maintained at 1 lakh rupees. So cash balance is 1 lakh rupees. Now we have calculated all the things which are required in the current asset. Now we have to calculate the current liabilities. How we are going to calculate the current liabilities? The first thing that will be there is the creditors. ठीक है, creditors किसके बनेंगे आपके? Creditors are always calculated on the raw material. Raw material कितना है बेटा आपका? ठीक है. Now there is written in the question that creditors का कितना टाइम है? Credit for supplier of raw material is 1 month. 1 month है ना बेटा? Company enjoys 1 month credit from the supplier of raw material. ठीक है? That is 1 by 12. This will give you the figure of the creditors. Okay. Now wages are paid average time lag 15 days. So wages कैसे calculate करोगे? 15 days के lag पे pay कर रहे हैं. So how much it is? 9,60,000. Okay. And 15 days lag means how much time? Approximately half a month.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then it is 1/2 into 12. Clear? Now,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
other thing that is given is the manufacturing expenses. So manufacturing expenses paid 1 month in arrears. So the manufacturing expenses are, how much manufacturing expenses are there? 12 lakh.
Yes, ma'am. 12 lakh.
Okay. And 1 month arrear, that means 1/12. Same way you have to calculate the administration expenses. So how much administration expenses are given?
4 lakh
4
80,000.
lakh. Yes. Okay. And now what you have to do? How much expenses, administration expenses are for the area for the 1 month? That means 1/12.
12.
Okay. Is this question clear now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Rest of you,
Yes,
the questions are being cleared.
Yes,
Both the
ma'am.
numericals.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ankur. What about others?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, Jayashree.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
want, if you want, should I repeat this question or is it fine? If you want, the same way I have repeated the first question, I'll repeat this question also, especially the working notes. What I want, you should understand how the debtors are being calculated and the finished goods. सिर्फ और सिर्फ कैलकुलेशंस आपको करनी पड़ती है डेटर और फिनिश गुड्स के लिए, वो अगर आपको समझ में आ गया तो ठीक हो जाएगा आपका क्वेश्चन. ओके, सो यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, I'll solve this question for just for the finished goods. Now if you can see for the finished goods, what is given over there? The finished goods, 2 months raw material and 1.5 month for the finished goods. So our finished goods are calculated on sales, that is on the cost of goods sales. So how much is the amount? That is, okay, 20% दिया है आपका प्रॉफिट. तो अगर हम इसको माइनस कर देंगे तो हमारा कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड आ जाएगा.
32.
Yes. Now, what they have given you, one other thing they have given you is, you need to calculate the, whenever we move by this way, then we have to add the other thing. क्या add करना है अभी इसमें? Finished goods में कुछ add करना है? नहीं ना? हो गया complete. So, what you have to do is, just multiply it by 1.5 months divided by 12. Okay. Now for the debtors, what calculation you have to do is, same way जो हमने वहां पे calculate किया था, उसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एक्सपेंसेस आप ऐड करोगे. सो व्हाट इज द टोटल फॉर द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एक्सपेंसेस? दैट इज 4
4
lakh.
lakh 80,000.
Okay, this will give you the figure 3,68,000. Now the credit is being employed for the, कितना 3 months का क्रेडिट है? 3
Yes,
by
ma'am.
12. Okay, this will give you the figure for this question. Done.
Yes.
Just remember the
Yes, ma'am.
calculation for the work in progress, finished goods, these are very important, and then you can calculate the question. Tomorrow I'll again day after tomorrow, whenever my lecture will be there, so I will solve other 2 questions and then you can understand this concept. For now, you people can have a PDF, you can just download the PDF from the PDF driver and then you can calculate these things. Okay, कुछ भी एक बुक को रेफर करो, उसमें से कुछ न्यूमेरिकल्स लेके सॉल्व करो, एटलीस्ट फॉर अ प्रैक्टिस पार्ट, because since most of the things are virtual, so it will not be possible for us to take each and everything, but still I'll try to take 4-5 practical from each unit so that it becomes a bit easy for you people. Okay, so what about your homework which I have given you? What is the difference between the bank overdraft and cash credit? क्या डिफरेंस है? बोला था देखने के लिए, देखा नहीं क्या?
देखिए मैम.
देखा क्या?
Yes.
Okay. If you can just explain what is the difference?
Ma'am, cash credit is a type of short-term working capital loan
Okay.
which allows the borrower to utilize money without holding a credit balance in an account.
Okay.
And the overdraft basically means that the bank allow customer to borrow a set of amount of money,
Okay.
or we can say overdraft means taking out more money than in your account.
Yes, that is withdrawing more money. So you have a sanctioned limit and accordingly you basically withdraw that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What about others?
मैम क्रैश क्रेडिट के लिए नया अकाउंट खोलते हैं वो, और ओवरड्राफ्ट के लिए जो पुराना अकाउंट में है उससे कंटिन्यू कर सकते
Yes. Ajay, your concepts are really good. You are from commerce background,
हैं. नो मैम, इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड.
but still your concepts are good. Even though you are very interactive in the class, that makes the class very, I mean, it's really helpful so that I'm able to understand like, whether you people are able to understand or not. So that is really appreciable, both of you. Jayashri, even girls are somewhat interactive. See, try to figure out the things. If you are not able to understand, then let me know so that we can repeat the questions. We have already, like our 2 units will be completed within this week. We'll be completing our 2 units. And accordingly, I'll be giving you the home assignments, and then you will have to give it the home assignment as well as the MCQ test and all that. I'll be providing that. Okay. So I'll try to figure out all those things.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
See,
ma'am.
yeah. For tomorrow, I'll share the questions with sir, and I also tried that I should share the home assignment date tomorrow so that you can complete it by Tuesday.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I hope
Okay,
it is
ma'am.
clear now. So one thing which I want to tell you about the regulations which are being given by the bank finance, as I told you, the first committee that was there was the Tandon committee, then came the Shore committee, and the last one was the committee that is known as the NAC committee. So the Tandon committee was headed by Mr. P.L. Tandon, who was the chairman of Punjab National Bank. So he gives some guidelines like how the things should be noted, like how we are going to work on the working capital. Okay. So 3 major methods उसने suggest किए थे इस committee ने. The first method was 20% of the working capital gap will be contributed by the borrower and 70% will be financed by bank borrowings. That means उनका क्या कहना था कि जो वर्किंग कैपिटल है उसमें 25% पैसा किसका लगेगा, बोरोअर का, और 75% आप बैंक से बोरो करके लगाओगे. दैट इज बेसिकली यू कैन से आपका कितना डेट इक्विटी रेशो है वो उन्होंने बता दिया. और उन्होंने क्या बोला that 25% of the current assets will be contributed by borrower and the remaining will be financed by banks. So these are basically the committees which come into existence. You just need to understand the major recommendations of these committees only. Okay, you don't need to basically go through each and every part, just the recommendation and it will be sorted. Okay. And Tandon committee की सिर्फ 3 ही recommendations थी. I'll explain you. First one, I told you that 25% of the working capital gap will be contributed by the borrowers and 70% will be financed by the bank borrowers. And the second method which they given is 25% of the total current assets will be contributed by the borrowers and the remaining will be financed by banks. उन्होंने क्या बोला, इन तीनों में से कोई भी एक मेथड आप यूज कर सकते हो. और थर्ड मेथड उन्होंने क्या बोला था, that the borrower will contribute 100% core assets and 25% balance of the current assets. ठीक है, सिर्फ ये 3 ही उन्होंने मेथड बताए थे, सुजेस्ट किए थे वर्किंग कैपिटल के लिए. That is with the Tandon committee. What I do is जब मैं आपको आपका PDF दूंगी ना, उसमें ये भी ऐड कर देती हूँ, just and just recommendation in case by chance कुछ MCQ question आता है, so that you are able to answer. Otherwise it's not mentioned in your syllabus as such, but still I don't want to take any risk, so I'll provide with you this. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Tell me
Okay, ma'am.
one thing. Yeah, thanks. If we take depreciation in this working capital, क्या हम depreciation को include करते हैं working capital में? Depreciation. No, we will not include depreciation. Okay, depreciation कभी भी रहेगा वो हम include नहीं करते working capital में. Always remember this thing. Okay, depreciation because it is a non-cash expense, so it is not included in this, so it is excluded from the cost of goods. Okay, जब भी हम calculate करेंगे work in progress, finished goods या debtors, अगर depreciation दिया है तो हम उसको exclude करते हैं. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Tomorrow I'll try कि मैं आपको आपका दे देती हूँ home assignment so that you can complete it.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
these committee recommendations I will also add in the PDF only. And these question I have already shared with you in the question that practical question. So you need to practice this question. Even if you can practice only these questions, सिर्फ आपका कंसेप्ट क्लियर होना जरूरी है. जस्ट हम कैलकुलेशंस कैसे करते हैं. अगर तो आपको सेल्स और ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट दिया हुआ है तो आप कैलकुलेशन फिनिश गुड्स की और डेटर्स की किसके ऊपर करोगे? कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड के ऊपर. इन केस वो नहीं दिया तो हम मटेरियल, लेबर एंड ओवरहेड ऐड करते हैं दोनों में. समझ आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise we calculate it on the that you can say the cost of goods sold. Otherwise we don't calculate it. Otherwise we calculate it on the raw material, labor and overhead. ठीक है, तब हम उस पे कैलकुलेट करते हैं और अगर नहीं दिया तो हम इस पे कैलकुलेट करते हैं. डेटर्स और फिनिश गुड्स और वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, इन तीनों को ध्यान से कैलकुलेट करना सीख लेना, फिर कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आने वाला आपको.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके, फाइन. The one thing that I think I have already covered with this theory aspect, so it's normally all done from my side. So I'll share these notes with you so that you have 2 units ready with you people.
Yes, ma'am.
Try to search out the more practical so that you can solve that and then it becomes really easy for you people. And whenever there is provision for tax, that is also not included in the working capital. Provision for tax होता है वो भी हम include नहीं करते. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Debtors as well as this you can say depreciation. We don't take these things into account. So I think there is one note also that is being given. I have already covered with that depreciation is not a part of debt. Okay. But provision for taxation, if it is there, then it becomes a part of a. Okay. I'll in my next question I'll try if there is some question like this for the taxation aspect. But since your practical will be very on the basic terms only, so उसमें ये include नहीं करते हैं. They don't include this provision for tax and depreciation until or unless some practical I'll take. If you want, then I'll take that practical in which there is a provision. But I have checked 2-3 books with me, so I didn't find out any question for there with the provision for tax or something. So only depreciation have come into my point. So that is why I covered like depreciation is never included in this working for, okay, in the working capital unit. So Jayashree, I think you asked me like कि आपको प्रैक्टिकल कैसे समझ में आएगा. आई होप द वे आई प्रोनाउंस्ड इट्स बिट क्लियर टू यू. अभी समझ में आया
Yes,
होगा
ma'am.
तो हाँ.
Yes, ma'am.
Because हाँ, किसी वर्किंग नोट्स हमें बेसिकली क्या फॉर्मेट आपको याद है कि हमें क्या लेना है फॉर्मेट. यू जस्ट नीड टू रिमेम्बर लाइक हाउ द वर्किंग कैपिटल नोट्स आपके जरूरी होते हैं कि कैलकुलेशन कैसे क्या हुआ. फॉर्मेट क्या है वो सेम ही रहने वाला है. फॉर्मेट हर क्वेश्चन के लिए अलग अलग तो नहीं है, फॉर्मेट सेम रहने वाला है. And that is why I have shared this question so that you know how to calculate. All of you do one thing, all the 2 practicals which I have given you, just practice. And in case you have any doubt, before I take my next lecture, I'll ask you that if the concept is being clear or if you have any doubt, we can continue with that. Okay. So मैं दोबारा
Okay.
repeat कर दूंगी so that it becomes a bit easy for you. Okay, then I'll
Okay,
see you
ma'am.
in the next lecture. Okay, fine. I'll
Okay,
see you
ma'am.
in the
Thank you.
next.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.